It's still 3 hours ago.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
We're back on the Morning Brew with Friends. We're with our friend Shauna Runk from Nusenda Credit Union. And April is National Financial Literacy Awareness Month. That's a big deal in the credit union world, I imagine, right?
It is, actually all year long.
Yeah.
But we are at Nusenda doing a series of workshops and presentations throughout the month of April, both in Albuquerque and Santa Fe, as well as in English and Spanish.
Ah, que bien.
Absolutely. So I will not be doing the Spanish ones, but we have very talented individuals who do those. And just really to help people, think about their finances and really promote financial health.
Because budgeting for daily and weekly expenses is a big part of all of this, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Budgeting and savings are really two of the primary things that we know and research says really impacts the financial health of individuals and their
fail
families.
at this. I really fail at this. What is, ask my bookkeeper, I'm sure he's watching now. Give me like 3 tips, for budgeting and, figuring out my weekly expenses that would help.
So one of the things we find when we sit down with individuals is a lot of Americans don't even have a budget. So about 50% of people don't have a budget in America. So just sitting down and creating a budget is a huge help.
So keeping the mental tally isn't enough?
Not really. It's a good start. It's a good start. But really just writing down, your income as well as your expenses. And we find that people really, when they start writing down what they spend, find that your morning coffee, at Starbucks or wherever you go can be $5 a day. You do that for 5 days a week, and
$20 a week.
It adds up. So that's $100 a month, which is $1,200 a year. I can think of a lot of things that I could do with $1,200 a year.
No doubt.
And it's a very small behavior change that really leads to a very large impact. So just knowing where your money goes, and budgeting also allows you to set aside money for savings. So emergencies happen. It's not really a matter of if, it's a matter of when. We all know that. So, a small medical expense or, a car repair can really add up. So setting aside some money for savings for emergencies as well as for goals.
Don't rely on just the emergency credit card?
Right.
Oh, that was my plan.
And there's a lot of, payday lenders and some of those alternative financial services.
The financial vultures of the world.
That really take advantage of people who are in those situations. So having some sort of an emergency savings for when those things happen is a huge help.
And then, of course, there's ways when you want to buy a home, you want to make sure your credit score is as good as it can be, right?
Absolutely.
So how can you go about, and where can we find information on how to improve our credit scores?
Sure. So at nusenda.org, we have a lot of information on a lot of different tips. So throughout April, Nusenda is going to be posting a financial tip of the day via Facebook and Twitter. So definitely check those out. Very simple things that you can do, like we've talked about, to really have a large impact on your financial health. And as far as your credit score goes, really paying your bills on time is a huge one, is a really easy one to do.
It's not that hard.
Right. Yeah. And setting up, there's a lot of tools at our website at nusenda.org that you can set up automatic payments so that you don't even, it takes care of itself, so you don't even really have to think about it too much.
But there are ways that you can manage your credit and your debt, right?
Absolutely. So again, automatic payments are a great way to set it up to where the 20th of the month comes by really quick, and then that kind of thing. So setting it up to pay your bills on time.
Well, I
paying
prefer that
a little
because
extra to your credit cards too.
Oh, no doubt. Well, I prefer automatic payment because I just hate buying stamps.
Right? And it really prevents fraud as well. We know that when you write that check and you put it in your mailbox, you open yourself up to some fraudulent activity there. So
of course.
Doing those automatic payments also helps.
So how do you make the most of your tax return now? I think a lot of us are going to be getting bonuses from the feds or maybe the state too.
Right. I just spent ours on a vacation for spring break. So
Awesome.
it was fun. But again, setting aside, you can have fun money, just like I said, but setting aside some of that tax return for those emergencies,
right.
paying down your credit card a little bit, setting aside some for some of those short-term or long-term goals. Maybe you want to buy a house or a car or
A new
set
Tesla.
aside, yeah, exactly, a new Tesla. So that $1,000 down payment for a Tesla.
Right.
There you go.
That would have been great. Yeah, maybe. You're making me think now of what I could do with my tax refund. I'd have to be in line behind, what we say, 240,000 people to get a new Tesla.
Right, yeah.
But a lot of this stuff is kind of eat your spinach and you'll be healthy kind of stuff, right? So how do we make this stuff fun? Like, there's got to be a way to, how do you make this exciting and different for people at Nusenda?
Right, so we are offering a wide variety of workshops throughout the month. So check out our website and it lists all of the workshops and presentations that are happening throughout the month and throughout the year.
Yeah.
So we really talk about April being, Financial Literacy Awareness Month, but really it's throughout the entire year. So, but it is a good time to just kind of sit down and check your budget. Maybe you got a raise at work and you're making more money than you did last year.
That's a great way to set. They always say is the time to set up your retirement plans and make sure you put that raised money into your 401k or whatever.
Exactly.
Right?
Maybe adjust the percentage that you set aside. Maybe adjust the savings that you're putting into both emergency and goal planning. So it's really just a good time to kind of just do a checkup.
That sounds like a plan.
Absolutely.
We can find a whole bunch more about this at nusenda.org. And we'll be back in a couple of seconds with Gary Opedal and Randy Trask from the Albuquerque Bernalillo County Trade Alliance. It's a mouthful at 7:15 in the morning.